Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This guitar was gifted to me. It's in very rough condition. Let's see if we can save it. Okay, so this is a Jasmine guitar, and it was basically gifted to me. A girl was doing some trades with me, and she goes, "And this guitar here, you can just have it." And I say, well, I don't want to just take it for free. How about if I give you at least 20 bucks for it in trade value? And she goes, okay, cool, that'd be great. So this guitar, I got to try to put it back together and fix it up and get it to play. It definitely needs strings on it. It's all rusty. It needs a lot of work. Let's put it over on the workbench and get started on it. Stickers. Always pulling stickers off of guitars. I pull more stickers off of stuff. Although I encourage people to put stickers on their guitar if they want. If, you know, it makes it unique to them. And now what's going to happen here is there's going to be a really faded area. So this guitar is going to come off looking like it's got monkeypox or something, because there's going to be these little faded areas. The guitar has faded, but under the sticker it's still nice and vibrant looking underneath there. It's not faded. So actually it's a lighter tone than the rest of the guitar, but maybe if I can polish it up, maybe it'll kind of come back. Some stickers are harder to get off than others, that's for sure. But it's always a good idea to kind of go through and a lot of times on these acoustics right here at the 14th fret, that's always a high fret. So to see it not really fretting out too bad, that's a good sign. And you know what? I'm kind of looking at these strings right here, and I'm gonna guess these are elixirs, because these look like they've sort of, you know, it's a bunch of dirt that has gotten in them. But sometimes that, you know, elixirs have been accused of having the coating on there starts to wear off. Yeah, I have this little plastic scraper that looks like a razor blade, and I use this thing a lot. Oh, there it goes. Okay, good. All right, so step one, we got the stickers off of it, and thankfully there aren't any more on the back. And it's like we might have a little top crack right there, but it's pretty good, honestly. So I think I can save this one without too much trouble. Strings are wound on here backwards. Okay, so we're looking at the nut right here. Yeah, it's kind of broken off on this side right here. So that would be the low E string. Let me see if I have one of these. I can replace that. So here's my box of random different parts. And I have a whole bunch of these, and you just gotta try to match them up. And they do make sort of a generic made in China version, and I think that's one right there. So let's glue this one back in there. Okay, after further examination of this nut, it's a little bit short, so yeah, you have a little bit of gap right here, and it's a little bit wide where it doesn't really squeeze down in there. I gotta keep looking. Okay, so this nut it's the best one that I have right now. And it's just a little bit wide, so I'm just gonna lay some sandpaper down and sit here and try to sand her down a little bit so it fits in there really nice. Well, that looks good. Nice and tight. I will put a little tiny dab of wood glue under it. go. I use wood glue because it's easier to take it off if it ever needs replaced again. Where super glue makes it really difficult. Jasmine by Takamimi, which is a great brand. This is their little sister type of brand that they have. Furniture polish. This is like a quality piece of furniture. At least it's made out of wood, right? There's a little bit of adhesive still from some of these stickers on there. But it seems like it's coming off nicely. The bridge piece looks good. It does have a shim underneath the bridge piece right there. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that shim in there. There are no electronics in this guitar. I caution you guys, if you have electronics where you have the electronic piece that's down underneath here, and if you put a shim on top of that, it's gonna sort of mess up the sound of your electronics. So, but this one does not have that. You know, and this pickguard, that pickguard is really in rough shape. It's coming up. I do have a pickguard here that was from Music Lily, and if it's exactly the right size, which it looks like it is, I think I'll install this. Okay? So, I mean, why not, right? I've had this thing laying around for a long time. Again, Music Lily. You can buy this kind of stuff. Visit us online. And so somehow this thing came into my shop. And it also has a guitar pick, and it has some nice little chrome pickguard screws, so I'll keep those and I'll just throw those over there. So I guess what I'll do is try to get a little of that adhesive off of there. That old pickguard. It looks like an exact match. 3M. Minnesota Mining. What's that company stand for? 3M. Minnesota Mining and Manufacturing. 3M is a great company in my opinion. They make great products. Okay, here we go. My phone's ringing. It always rings right at the perfect time. That looks good. Yes, I get those phone calls. And it's people that want to buy my house. And they're like, is the property available at... And I said, no, I'm sorry, I sold it yesterday. To your mama! And then I hang up. I give them a hard time. And then I feel bad about it after I do it. But yeah, those scammers, man. And the people that want to try to buy your house. Alright, let's focus on this fretboard a little bit. So I think what I'm going to do is just take my fret guard. And I have like 1000 grit sandpaper here. And I just kind of get the top layer of dirt off of here with a little tiny bit of sandpaper. So you just saw what I could do with one swipe. So I just cleaned this one. And so look at the ones next to it, right? So just that little tiny bit of this sandpaper does a great job on these things. So it is 4th of July weekend, so I hope all you guys are having a great, fabulous 4th of July. Be careful with those fireworks. Don't burn somebody's house down or somebody's barn. Don't lose a finger or something. There was a football player that did that. Was he on Dallas Cowboys? He was actually playing with fireworks. And he lost a finger, so he just wrapped it up. So he played football with a big giant wrapped up ball of a hand. Who was that? I think he was on the Dallas Cowboys. About 5-10 years ago that happened. So you gotta be careful with those fireworks, guys. But I'll tell you what, during that lockdown a couple of years ago, the 4th of July in Los Angeles was crazy with fireworks. Everybody shooting off fireworks. Now, you used to have to go to the fireworks show that community college would be putting on, or the city of Tempe would have a nice fireworks show. You used to have to round up all the kids and head over to the fireworks show. But nowadays, everybody owns fireworks. And they're the kind of fireworks that, they shoot up in the air, 500 feet up. And there's a fireworks show in like every neighborhood. And so you can literally just go, cruise around on your bicycle or whatever and just stay in your neighborhood, and you can see awesome fireworks shows nowadays. You don't have to go down to the fireworks show anymore because your neighborhood's a fireworks show. It is annoying to some people because of their pets. Dogs are scared, and there's nothing you can do to keep your doggy from getting all scared of these fireworks going on all over the place. Even if you have loud music in your house playing, they can still hear it. So I have a little bit of this lemon oil, and I'm just gonna put it right directly on the body. Now you guys keep in mind, this is, maybe after this thing's all cleaned up, this is $100 guitar, right? I think they're like $150 brand new. So on the used market, maybe it's $100. So there's nothing I can really do that's going to mess it up too much. Now, if this was a really nice Martin or a Gibson or something, I don't know if I would just be smearing lemon oil over the whole thing. But with a satin finish like this, I don't think it's going to hurt anything. That's for sure. And so you kind of let that soak in a little bit. And because it's all oily and everything, then you take another rag and you wipe it back off. And you get some of that off of there. But that kind of cleans it. Kind of helps you get some of the adhesive off from the stickers. Kind of revitalizes the wood a little bit. Now some guys, they don't clean their guitars. And you could, see a couple videos that I put last week where these guitars were just totally covered in dust. That Gibson SG that was totally covered in dust. And that's a shame because I don't know if it actually hurts the value of the guitar, but it's just sad to look at a beautiful instrument being abused like that. Now on the back of this guitar, I don't think I need to do anything to it. It looks good. It's in good shape. So I'm not going to say anything needs to be done to the back of the guitar. We don't need to try to shine it up or buff it or anything like that. So we're going to move to the part where I put the strings on it. So here we go. Let's get some strings. I'm going to check the neck real quick and see if it's nice and straight or if there's a back bow. I have a feeling there's an extreme back bow. Yeah, there is. Alright, so before I get too crazy putting all these strings on here, I'm going to try to loosen the truss rod just a tiny little bit. Make sure you've got the right wrench in there. There it goes. One more little tiny turn, I think. There we go. Oh yeah, that looks better. Because it's better to do it now than after all the strings are on it. Just because the strings get in the way. All right, she's all strung up. We saved it.